Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel RecentJobs. In this video, we will cover SQL interview questions and answers ranging from basic to intermediate queries for freshers that are commonly asked during interview in top MNC companies like TCS, Infosys, Accenture, many more. Here is a list of basic SQL questions. What is SQL? SQL stands for Structured Query Language. It is an standard language for managing relational databases and performing various operations such as querying data, updating data, and defining the structure of databases. SQL was initially known as SQL. What are the types of SQL statements? Generally, SQL statements are instructions. It is used to communicate with the database. It is also used to perform specific tasks, functions, and queries of data. SQL statements are categorized into 5 types. Data query language. DQL is used to fetch the data from the database. It uses only one command, select. Data definition language. Data definition language changes the structure of the table like creating a table, deleting a table, and altering a table. Here are some commands that come under DDL: create, alter, drop, and truncate. Coming to data manipulation language, DML commands are used to change the database. It is responsible for all the form of changes in the table. Here are some commands that come under DML: insert, update, and delete. Coming to transactional control language, TCL commands can only use with DML commands like insert, delete, and update. Here are some commands that come under TCL: commit, rollback, and save point. Coming to data control language, DCL commands are used to grant and take back authority from any database user. Here are some commands that come under DCL: grant and revoke. Explain the difference between SQL and MySQL. SQL is a language used to operate databases, while MySQL is one of several database management systems that use SQL as its standard language. The main difference between SQL and MySQL is SQL is a standard language, whereas MySQL is a relational database management system. The syntax of SQL is starts with clauses and ends with semicolon, whereas syntax of MySQL is it does not have any comma or any particular format. What is primary key? Primary key constant uniquely identifies each record in the table. It must contain unique values and cannot contain null values. What is foreign key? A foreign key is a column or set of columns in one table that refers to the primary key of another table. It establishes and enforces a link between data table. Table with foreign key is known as child table. Table with primary key is known as parent table or reference table. What is normalization? Normalization is the process of organizing data into database to reduce redundancy and improve data integrity. The main purpose of normalization is to minimize redundancy and dependency in data. What are different types of joins in SQL? SQL joins are used to combine rows from 2 or more tables based on related columns. Types of joins include 4 types: inner join, left join or also known as left outer join, right join or right outer join, and full join or full outer join. What is the difference between inner join and outer join? Inner join returns only the rows that have matching values in both tables. Outer join returns all rows from both tables along with matching rows from the table where available. So the mainly difference between inner join and outer join is inner join returns matching values in both tables. Coming to outer join, it returns only matched and unmatched values from either or both tables. What is a subquery? A subquery is a query nested within another SQL query. It can be used to retrieve data that will be used by the main query as a condition or filter. Subquery is divided into 2 types. First one subquery and second one is main or outer query. From the given example query, select average of salary from employee is known as subquery. Select name from employee where salary is known as main or outer query. What is the difference between delete and truncate? Delete is a DML command used to remove rows from a table based on a condition and it can be rolled back. Truncate is a DDL command used to remove all rows from a table and it cannot be rolled back. What is database? A database is an organized collection of data stored and retrieved digitally from a remote or local computer system. Or we can say that database is a place or a medium in which we store the data in a systematic and organized manner. Now we will discuss some of intermediate questions. What is the difference between char and varchar data types? Char is a fixed length data type that stores character with a defined length. Varchar is a variable length data type that stores character with a maximum length. Explain the group by clause. Group by clause is used to group rows that have the same values into summary rows, and it is often used with aggregate functions like count, sum, average, etc. Syntax for group by clause. Select column name, function name from table name where condition group by column name. What are aggregate functions in SQL? Aggregate functions perform calculations on a set of values and return a single value. Examples include count, sum, average, min, and max. Count returns number of rows in a set. Sum returns total sum of numeric columns. Minimum returns smallest value within a selected column. Max returns largest value within a selected column. Average returns average of a numerical column. Explain the having clause. Having clause is used in combination with the group by clause to filter rows written by aggregate functions based on specific condition. Syntax for having clause. Select column name, function name from table name where condition group by column name and having condition. How do you sort records in SQL? Rows can be sorted using the order by clause, which sorts the result set in ascending or descending order based on specific column. Order by keyword sort record in ascending order by default value. To sort rows in descending order, so we have to use desk keyword. What is a view in SQL? View is a virtual table derived from one or more tables. It is used to represent the result set of stored query, can be used like a regular table in SQL queries. Explain the difference between union and union all. Union combines the result of two or more select statements and removes duplicate rows, while union all combines the results of two or more select statements including duplicates. The main difference between union and union all is union only returns a unique rows, whereas union all returns all rows and including duplicates. What is a stored procedure? A stored procedure is a prepared SQL code that can be saved and reused. It allows you to perform multiple SQL statements in a single call and can accept parameters. So in programming language for code reusability, we used function concepts. So similarly in SQL, we use stored procedure for saved and reusable code. Explain ACID properties in the context of SQL transaction. ACID stands for atomicity, consistency, isolation, and durability. So these properties are the characteristics of transactions that ensure they are reliable and maintain data integrity in multiple user environment. Atomicity. The entire transaction takes place at once or doesn't happen at all. Consistency. The database must be consistent before and after the transaction. Isolation. Multiple transaction occurs independently without interference. Durability. Data must not be lost even if the system fails. What are constants in SQL? Constants in SQL is used to specify rules for the data in the table. So some of constant used in SQL are not null, check, default, unique, index, primary key and foreign key. Not null. Not null ensures that a column can't have a null values. Coming to unique, unique refers to ensures that all values in a column are different. Primary key, a combination of not null and unique. Foreign key, prevents action that would destroy link between tables. Check. Check is used to ensure that value in a column satisfies a specific condition. Default. Default used to set a different value from a column if no value is specified. Create index. Used to create and retrieve data from the database query quickly. Explain triggers. Trigger is a special type of stored procedure that automatically executes in response to specific events on a table, such as insert, update, or delete operation. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit bell icon to get notified about our latest videos.